Today Lao Meng comes back home after being away from home for many days. His children are waiting for him at the front door. But when they see him, their expressions change. Because their father is bringing a strange old lady home. Her leg has a problem, so it's pretty difficult to walk. His grandson, Xiaobao, calls him to have lunch. During the meal, his children notice that he is treating this old woman so well. Jia Mei asks her oldest sister, Jia Huan, who this is. Jia Huan says that she has no idea. Lao Meng asks them, "Why are you guys still sitting there? Come eat." He then gets a bowl of rice for the woman, and even tests if it's soft enough. The children look at each other, thinking that dad has never been that kind to us like this. Lao Meng then introduces the old woman to them. Her name's Yan Fang, she's from Xinbei. After that, he also introduces his child to her. "This is my oldest daughter, Jia Huan. My second child, Jia Xiang. My third one is Jia Mei. This is my daughter-in-law, Liu Hui. And my youngest son is a businessman. I also have a grandson, Xiaobao." Yan says hello to all of them. Lao Meng tells them the reason why he's bringing her home is to marry her, which surprises them all. Jia Huan says that it's too fast. Jia Mei also says you can get married to any woman. Why does it need to be this old lady? Lao Meng says she is not old, she's just 1 year older than me. Jia Mei then replies it's not hard to find a young beautiful woman. Based on our life condition. Why do you have to get married to an old woman from the countryside? Jia Xiang continues, "You are old now. This aunt doesn't look good anymore. At the end, who will take care of whom in the future?" Lao Meng says, "I will. I will take care of her." Then all of them get angry. They don't agree with that and keep saying rude words. "You're old, but if you don't care about your honor anymore, we do." After listening to that, Lao Meng is pissed off, throwing his bowl on the floor. He says, "This house is mine. If you don't want to stay, then leave." 3 of them start analyzing. Jia Huan assumes that this woman comes here for our house. Because it's worth a big amount of money. She must know how expensive houses in Beijing are really well. Jia Mei says it's impossible. How can a rural old woman like her have this kind of thought? Maybe she doesn't know, but her children do. Jia Xiang agrees with Jia Huan. The 3 agree that they will support their father to find his life partner. But it must be the one who can look after him. It was not easy to raise 4 children himself. So he deserves a better life for the rest of his life. But things turn into their father serving others. So they are determined to prevent this from happening. They have no choice but to talk to their youngest brother, Jia Chu, who is a businessman, so he must have had many ideas. He's also extroverted and dares to say everything. After knowing this, Jia Chu says that they must have a conversation with their father. "First of all, we must ask for the reason why he wants it. Then I'm going to talk to Auntie Yan." They all invite him to go out for a talk. Jia Chu starts, "I've heard that you just met a new girlfriend, but she's old." Lao Meng politely tells him that don't think you have some money, and say whatever you want. "I know what you are going to tell me. But I'm sure with you guys that I'm going to marry Auntie Yan. As long as I can take care of her, I will be happy for my whole life. From now on, it's not your business." They can't convince their father anymore. So Jia Chu decides to talk to Auntie Yan. "Are you 80 now?" She replies, "I do look old, but I'm just 62 years old. Look, with my father's condition, finding someone around 50 years old is too easy. A young woman can take care of my father. But look at yourself. If my father gets married to you, isn't it a disaster? Do you understand what I mean?" "Yes, I got what you meant." He continues, "My father has very serious heart disease. He has been to the hospital many times. So if you stay here and make the whole family unhappy. Once everyone couldn't stand anymore, how dangerous would it be for my father's disease?" Auntie Yan just says she knows what he wants. Then Jia Chu gives her a bunch of money. "You can buy some souvenirs tomorrow. And bring them for her children back home, so that it won't be a waste of time to go to Beijing. This trip is just a vacation." After Jia Chu leaves, Auntie Yan asks Lao Meng about his heart disease. Lao Meng tells her to not worry about it. It's normal to have minor illnesses when you're old. When Lao Meng is sleeping, she leaves the money that was given by Jia Chu on the table. "You're having such a good life, so I don't need to worry about you anymore. I will no longer bother you." She's both carrying her bag and leaving with tears in her eyes. The next morning, Lao Meng couldn't see her anywhere, so he freaks out. Lao Meng guesses that Jia Chu has done this. Jia Chu explains that he just told her to go back home. What would happen if she keeps staying at our house? It's best for her to go back to her house, because she has her children taking care of her. Lao Meng is so mad. Jia Xiang also says maybe she worries about her family. Or maybe she misses her home. Lao Meng starts crying. "I would be good if she had a home." "You bastards." Lao Meng immediately goes to the bus station. People around tell him that the bus to Xinbei has already departed. Only 1 bus a day. So he decides to take a taxi to Xinbei. The driver confirms that, "Are you sure? It's 800 kilometers. Lao Meng then takes out a bunch of money and gives it to him. Just go, it's faster to go to Shinbei by taxi. So Lao Meng is waiting for Auntie Yen at the village gate. Luckily she finally gets off. She says she wanted to go back. Your children are very filial to you, so I don't need to worry anymore. She will be fine when living in the countryside, but Lao Meng stubbornly takes her back to Beijing. When they are back, Lao Meng takes her to the Civil Affairs Bureau to register a marriage. Suddenly his children come and stop them from doing this. Jia Chu angrily says, you don't deserve to be our stepmother. Lao Meng immediately slaps him in the face. Because of this mess from the children, he can't register a marriage. Lao Meng doesn't want to talk about the story in the past in front of his children. But now he has to. 30 years ago, he was drowning in the river. He didn't know how to swim, so when he was struggling, Yan and Chong who passed by saved his life. That was how they knew each other. Month by month, Chong was still in love with Yan, even though she fell in love with Lao Meng at first sight. 2 years later, Yan's father passed away. Before he died, he asked Lao Meng to take care of Yan. So he stole the household registration book to register a marriage with Yan. However, his father strongly disagreed with this marriage. A year later, Yan was pregnant. Unfortunately, she fell on the field while working, which caused her miscarry and infertility, which meant that she lost the ability to be pregnant. Lao Meng's father can't accept the fact that his family would have no heir. So they kept messing up with both of them. Yan had no choice but to divorce Lao Meng because she didn't want him to suffer anymore. Lao Meng was still young, so he just helplessly followed his father to Beijing. He also got married here. 10 years later, Chong also came to Beijing. Turned out Yan told him to. Lao Meng's parents passed away, so he had to take care of 4 children on his own. He was too poor to feed his children. Chong sold popcorn on the street to earn some money and help Lao Meng's family. After that, Lao Meng's life was getting better, so Chong came back to his hometown. Lao Meng thought that when he left the town, Chong got married to Yan, but he didn't. He always tried his best to support her while they were not married. A few days before Chong died, he called Lao Meng to come to Shinbei. When he was dying, he told Lao Meng that Yan is old and alone. So if it's possible, can you promise me to take care of her? The children start remembering Uncle Chong, who always brought noodles, rice to their house when they were still little kids and experiencing the most challenging time in their life. Auntie Yan's leg has been sore for years because of waiting on Lao Meng at the village gate. As soon as she finished working on the field, she would stand in front of the gate to wait for Lao Meng to come back for 30 years. Lao Meng is blaming himself because the person he is most guilty of is Yan. That's why he wants to bring her here so that she could have a better life. The children start crying. They are touched by Yan's warm heart. Auntie Yan has been waiting for the man she loves for over 30 years. From a young beautiful girl to an old woman like this. It must have been a tough time for you, Jia Huan says to Auntie Yan. We didn't understand this, and we misbehaved. How much we are filial to father, we will be the same to you. The whole family starts crying out loud, and Jia Chu also says sorry to her. No matter how much money we have, or how many houses we own, we will never be able to repay you for your benevolence. We will treat you like our own mother in the future. The following day, they both register a marriage. Holding the marriage certificate, Auntie Yan is so happy. She has been waiting for this day for 30 years. The whole family says that their wedding needs to be a bit trendy, both getting married and traveling. Therefore, they drive to Shinbei. They all go to Uncle Zhang's grave to thank him for his benevolence to their family. This is the first time in 30 years that she can feel the warmth of family. Lao Meng's children are also her children, receiving a lot of good blessings from the children. Their life will be full of happiness. Thanks for watching. Goodbye and see you later.